Today, we're diving headfirst into the lightning-fast world of financial markets to see how artificial intelligence isn't just playing the game anymore, it's basically running the whole show. And to kick things off, let's just start with one single, absolutely staggering number. Just look at that, 89%. That's the percentage of the entire world's trading volume that AI is projected to handle by 2025. This isn't some far-off futuristic trend. This is the reality we are living in right now. So to really get how we got here, we're going to follow the story. We'll start with why we needed machines in the first place, then we'll look at the AI revolution they sparked. After that, we'll dive into the brand new risks that came with it, what's on the horizon, and finally, this incredible cat and mouse game that defines trading today. Okay, so to really understand why AI is so dominant, we first have to go back and look at the problems it was built to solve. And it all boils down to the simple fact that our human brains just aren't built for the speed of modern markets. This right here is the heart of the problem. Think about it. Markets generate something like 2.5 quintillion bytes of data every single day. A human trader, relying on their gut and some charts, can't even process a tiny fraction of that. It's a total mismatch between biology and technology. And it's not just about being slow, it's about psychology. This is what they call the behavioral gap. Our own emotions, fear, greed, that primal fight or flight instinct, they hijack our rational thinking. They make us sell winners too soon and hold on to losers for way too long. But an algorithm, it has no fear. It has no greed. It just follows the rules perfectly every single time. And that gives it a massive, permanent advantage. I love this quote because it completely reframes how we should think about the market. We see those wild price swings and we think it's just chaos, right? But it's not. It's critical information arriving way too fast for our brains to make sense of it. Volatility is the market's native tongue, and to understand it, we needed a translator that could think at the speed of light. So how did tech solve this? Well, the solution really came in two powerful waves. One brought the speed, and the other brought the intelligence, and together, they changed everything. First up, speed, and I mean truly mind-bending speed. We're talking about high-frequency trading, or HFT. It operates on a timescale that's just hard to comprehend. In the time it takes you to blink your eye, about 400 milliseconds, an HFT system can fire off thousands of trades. It's not just fast, it's like it's operating in a completely different dimension of time. But speed is nothing without brains, and that's where reinforcement learning came in. This was the real game changer. You see, older algorithms just followed a fixed set of rules, but RL systems, they learn, they adapt. They run millions of market simulations, learn from their wins and losses, and evolve their own strategies in real time, all without a human programmer telling them what to do. And the results of all this? AI is now everywhere. It's not just for the super elite hedge funds like Renaissance who use it for incredibly complex strategies. You've got major banks like JP Morgan using it to get better prices on huge trades. And it's even trickled down to retail platforms that everyday investors can use. It's completely taken over the ecosystem. But as with any ridiculously powerful technology, the solution started to become the problem. The very tools that made the market so efficient also introduced a whole new and frankly more dangerous type of risk. This quote just nails the central issue perfectly, the black box problem. These AI models are so complex that often not even the people who built them can tell you exactly why it made a certain decision. And when you can't explain the why, you've got a huge problem with accountability when things inevitably go wrong. And just to be clear, we're not talking about theoretical risks. We've actually seen flash crashes where the market tanks in minutes for no clear reason. We have this weird phenomenon of ghost liquidity, where it looks like there are tons of buyers and sellers one microsecond, and then they all vanish the next. Even the IMF has warned that because everyone is relying on just a few big AI providers, the whole system is more fragile. And there is a very real price tag attached to all of this. The speed arms race, where firms spend insane amounts of money to be just a few microseconds faster than the competition, costs investors like you and me an estimated $5 billion every single year. It's basically a tax on the entire market, paid for by everyone who isn't the absolute fastest. So what's coming next? Well, the industry is now pushing into an even more advanced technological frontier, not just to get an edge, but to try and manage the very complexity that AI created in the first place. And that brings us to quantum computing. The easiest way to think about it is this. A classical computer, like the one you're using now, has to check every possible path to a solution one by one. A quantum computer can sort of explore millions of paths all at the same time. For finance, this means it can solve problems in risk and portfolio management that are literally impossible for even the biggest supercomputers today. And hey, this isn't just science fiction. In simulations using 14 years of real market data, one quantum algorithm delivered way better risk-adjusted returns, that's what the Sharpe ratio measures, than the traditional methods. That performance gap you see here, that's a little glimpse into the future of investing. At the same time, we're seeing the emergence of what you could call AI trading teams. Instead of having one giant AI brain trying to do everything, firms are creating systems with multiple AIs that have specialized jobs. You might have one that's an expert in fundamentals, another that scrapes social media for sentiment, and a third that acts as the risk manager. They all collaborate, almost like a human team, to make a better, more well-rounded decision. This brings us to our final stop, the absolute bleeding edge of where trading is right now. Because the game has fundamentally changed. The biggest challenge for a trading algorithm today isn't just predicting the market, it's hiding from all the other AIs. So here's the new reality. Your broker is watching every move you make. They have their own sophisticated AIs that are constantly scanning for what they call toxic flow, which is just a fancy term for any trading strategy that's consistently making money at their expense. If their AI spots your algorithm signature, they can hit you with worse prices or slower execution, basically neutralizing your edge. This one sentence sums up the new arms race perfectly. For years, it was all about being the fastest. Now, the ultimate competitive advantage isn't speed, it's stealth. It's the ability to hide what you're doing and become invisible to the broker's AI. So how on earth do you hide from an all-seeing AI? Well, check this out. This is a real-world masking strategy. Instead of placing one big, obvious order, an algorithm might start by placing tiny noise trades in the opposite direction, just to look like a confused amateur. Then it slowly builds its real position across dozens of different exchanges, using random sizes and random timings, constantly changing its pattern to avoid leaving a detectable footprint. And all of this leaves us with one final massive question. In a market that is just machines fighting other machines, in this complex game of prediction and deception, what does it even mean to have an edge anymore? Is it having a smarter algorithm, a faster quantum computer, or is it simply being the best at hiding in plain sight? The answer to that is going to define the next revolution in finance.